Hello everybody, and what a great day's racing we've got at Royal Randwick and Flemington, 3 Group 1s. But we start today's telecast remembering Mike Moroney.
Miss Finland, Casino Prince up on the inside, storming home, making it. I think Miss Finland's running the nose. Alligator Blood, 100 metres to go. His big heart pounding. He's clear. He wins.
Mr. Brightside went for home. 200 metres to go. 2 legs evaporate. I wish I win. It's Mr. Brightside. He's opened up his eyes. He's just in front and he wins. Mr. Brightside has just won. They were coming. Moravian Summer went to the front, 150 metres to go. Ray Magnerio, and she's bulletproof, and Jimmy Star are coming hard. She's bulletproof, and Jimmy over the top has dropped from the sky to win from She's Bulletproof. Devil Knight below the 200 metres in front, drew a length in front of Tentris and Tycoon Star. Devil Knight 3/4. Tentris is going to put in a lunge again, but missed this time. Devil Knight from Tentris, Tycoon Star. Devil Knight is the winner of the Blue Diamond.
What a superb race day it was. That was last Saturday, and now Australian Guineas Day. The Derby champ trying to add the Guineas. How good is point and shoot? Many good experts think he's really good. He can measure up here, and Seppels was an eye-catcher in the traditional lead-up, the CS Hayes Stakes. Wonderful menu, is it?
Great menu today. Even the English Sprint, it's full of depth, isn't it? And I love the Blamey Stakes as well. The one that I'm most looking forward to has to be the Australian Guineas, because it's a melting pot of different form, and I feel as though there's horses that are progressing. They need to jump over that bar, and we might find a really nice horse out of today's Guineas and potentially head towards races like an All-Star Mile.
Well, you win the Australian Guineas and the Blamey Stakes and you're automatically into the All-Star Mile, so there's so much up for grabs here. Of course, now a Group 1 race sits right here at Flemington. The build-up will be incredible. That's next week, trying to win your way in. And the road to the All-Star Mile has been a little different this year, so they've taken out a lot of that voting aspects to it. So another will rise at dawn. Mr. Brightside, 2 today go in, and then you look at other runners that may be a chance. Tissue has put her hand up, and she will naturally be a Knight's Choice, the Melbourne Cup winner as well. Light Infantryman caught the eye last start.
Every year we say, oh, it's not a great field, but this year I feel like there's a bit of quality about it. Yeah. You're seeing another Will, Mr. Brightside, face up against each other for the first time since they did battle in the CF4. Tom Kidham goes again against Mr. Brightside, who went down narrowly last time out. And we've just seen some great stories over the years and some great contests. Mystic Journey was one of the brilliant ones, but even races at the Valley as well, where we've seen ding-dong finishes. There's been some wonderful stories, and wonderful horses have come out of this race in particular.
Yeah, so who will the Guineas winner do? A Mystic Journey? And
Melbourne's premier 3-year-old race of the autumn, the $1 million Australian Guineas, is run over Flemington's 1,600-metre course. First run in 1986, the Group 1 feature has an honour roll boasting names such as Zabeel, Mahogany and Miss Finland.
From Miss Finland, she's trying hard.
Who was one of 5 fillies to take out the Guineas this century.
Diving up on the inside, they hit it. Oh, Miss Finland.
Just a few months after winning the Cox Plate as a maiden,
He dives, misses, Seamus Award.
Seamus Award applied the same bold front-running tactics with similar effect in the Guineas.
Seamus Award all the way. He wins it from Criterion by a length.
In 2019, Tassie filly Mystic Journey,
They're roaring in Tasmania.
parlayed her win in the Guineas into success in the All-Star Mile.
She is what dreams are made of. Mystic Journey's won the All-Star Mile, a length and a quarter.
And in 2020, a crack field of 3-year-olds were left in the wake of a well-named gutsy Queenslander.
Alligator Blood, 100 metres to go. His big heart pounding. He's clear. He wins. Alligator Blood won it by a length.
such a good race. The Australian Guineas, it started with True Version, and Zabeel joined the group, and then from then on it's always been a revered race for the 3-year-olds. Can we see an emotional New Zealand victory? Lizzie's alongside the trainer called Pam Gerard.
Great to be joined by Pam Gerard here this afternoon. A fabulous Flemington. You have the Group 1 runner, an exciting Group 1 runner in Savagely. How do you weigh up the form? That's what I would love to know.
Yeah, I've been trying to work that out myself. We really don't know, but you know, he's beaten everything convincingly at home. He deserves to be here. His times are good. We're hoping that you guys aren't too fast, and I think he can be in the mix. And I mean, he can't do any more than what he's done, so he deserves to have his chance over here.
And how's he travelled over and settled in? All of those elements are so important.
Yeah, he came quite late, so it was a bit of a gamble, but it's paid off. He's happy. He is a colt, so he can get a bit rowdy, but I'm happy with what I'm seeing so far. And you know, apart from the abundance of flies that you had over here that are annoying him, I think he's done pretty well.
We have to reflect on, of course, Mike, a very close friend of yours and work colleague. I will fondly remember him for just being a kind gentleman, and I'm sure you have that same association and that same respect for him.
He's just unbelievable, what he's done for me and my family, and not just me, my family, for everybody he has any involvement with. He's just a people's person. He's so kind, he's so gentle, he's like a gentle giant. So I'm just totally honoured that I got to spend a bit of my career with him, and he's taken me so far.
Is there something that you will take away from your relationship with Mike that you bring here today?
It's just, you know, how to back yourself and give everything a go. And you know, there's always another race if you get it wrong, but the confidence when I got it wrong, and the congratulations when I got it right. He's never got a bad word to say about anybody, and that just gives you a lot of confidence.
Beautifully said, and I'm sure he'll be kicking you home today.
I hope he is. He'll need a big boot.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she becomes the 7th filly to complete the light fingers surround double, and for James McDonald, he gets his first of surround stakes. That adds to his CV as the black armbands are worn here at Flemington in honour of Mike Moroney as the jockeys are getting ready for the Group 1 today, which is the Australian Guineas. And for that young man, desperate for a Group 1. He's been very close in the past, and Nick Ryan's a quality trainer. Glenn Thompson looks for one, the partner of Mike Moroney, and then Emily and David Brown as well. And you add in Tom Stockdale, so that'll be some good stories.
Yeah, he's riding in terrific order at the moment, isn't he, Tom Stockdale? And we have been so excited about this contest. It's not a one-act affair. We had a bit of drama at the start of the day, and there's so much to play for in the next 10 minutes as we head into the yard for the Group 1 Australian Guineas over the mile here at Flemington this afternoon.
It's going to be a great opportunity, isn't it, for a trainer to put their hand up, because there's no Mar, Waller, Neesham, Waterhouse or Big Price here in this Australian Guineas, but there is a Derby winner in Gold Rush Guru. Can he win this at 1,600 metres, or does he now need 2,000?
He can win this at 1,600 metres, and he does look very fresh and full of himself as well. So that's something that they would have kept in mind to keep him nice and well and within himself. I saw Savagely down at the stalls before, and he was quite, you know, excited and ready to get on with the job, and he looks like a very enthusiastic type of horse. How do you weigh up this form? That's the hardest part. On looks alone, he's absolutely a top chance, but it's just the form reference that I find tough to weigh up.
He's a 2,000 Guineas winner in New Zealand. Feroce was runner-up in a Caulfield Guineas, third in a C.S. Hayes Stakes. It's always the traditional lead-up. Can Billy Egan get that Group 1 for Dom?
Oh, it would be amazing to see Dom, who, of course, this horse was second to Private Life in a Caulfield Guineas. It would be nice to see him get the job done for a trainer who is definitely on the rise. Talking about horses, I think this is handed over to you because you're the #1 ticket holder in the Henline fan club.
They're runner-up in a Spring Champion Stakes at Group 1 level over 2,000 metres. He's working well. They put the blinkers on today for the very first time. Mark Zara probably has to go back from that wide barrier. He won the Guineas with Palantino. Reece McLeod and Nick Ryan to combine with a horse who I think's a stayer. He won the Vars in the spring. That was 2,000 metres. Maybe just one more and then start to get your head around him at 2,000 for me. What about Point and Shoot? I think he's good enough.
He's definitely good enough. I've never seen an improvement like I've seen this preparation from this guy. Just has gone from next level to next level, and the dominant wins, the big performances, the big margins, that's what you take into account. Björn's stable are flying at the moment. We know he travels horses really well. This horse is a real product of the stable, and he is definitely good enough, and he's definitely a winning chance.
It's a good roughie opening address. Really caught the eye, I thought, at the end of the C.S. Hayes. Craig Newitt's won the race on a couple of occasions. He knows what it takes. This would be a good story for Liam Howley. He's a nice, gelded son of So You Think, who might be more of a Derby type, but he might be able to pick this off on the way through. Royal Insignia for Jamie Mott and Graham Begg is a really interesting runner. The homebred. Sepples is in behind him for Blake Shin and Cliffy Brown, whose last Group 1 was in the 2002 Adelaide Cup.
Incredible to think that he's been able to take this horse from maiden racing through benchmark and then taking out the CSA Stakes last time out. He's a big brute of a horse, isn't he? And he has improved each and every run. These are the sort of stories that we could see unfolding in today's Guineas, because of course, we see Paul Moroney now on screen, and we talk about stories. It would be very fitting to see Plymouth take this race out. I think Plymouth can run really, really well. Craig Williams draws a nice soft barrier in Rupert Lee's colours. I reckon he's half the price he was 24, 48 hours ago. And for Mike Moroney and Glenn Thompson, looking for that big Australian Guineas, and for Glenn this would be such a special moment, an opportunity for all of us to reflect as we have throughout the day today with Mike.
Right guys, get your gear low. Headliners in, and Statuario is going to be the final one. Statuario is in, and the field is set for the Howden Australian Guineas. The field is set, ready, and they're racing towards the inside point and shoot away only fairly. In fact, goes back to fourth last. Plymouth jumped quickly with Savagli and also Stay Focused from the deep. Opening addresses showing speed as well. Feroce just behind those horses early. A couple of lengths, Gold Rush Guru, followed by Savour the Dream, Red Aces and Sepples in the middle of the pack. Two further back, Detroit City and Dola, followed by Point and Shoot, Royal Insignia, Henline and Statuario. Stay Focused, the leader, quite keen in front as they reach the 1,050 by a length and a quarter opening address. 2 lengths to Savagli, followed by Plymouth fourth, the rails. A length and a quarter for Roche, Savour the Dream, and then came Red Aces, Gold Rush Guru. A length, Point and Shoot, and next is Sepples. They were followed by well back Detroit City and Dola, then Statuario, Henline, and last is Royal Insignia. Stay Focused with a decent buffer before the corner at the 650 by 2 lengths opening address. Savagli is third on the outside of Plymouth. They were followed by Feroce and Red Aces, who stoked along under pressure. Next around the turn, Gold Rush Guru, followed by Savour the Dream. Point and Shoots in traffic. Sepples to the outside with Endola. Stay Focused at the 350. Savagli is moving up on the outside. They were followed by Opening Address, who wax on. Feroce with a big challenge. Savagli at the 200 metres in front, about a half length in front with an Angel travelling with him. Moving up on the outside, Feroce though. Feroce up to Savagli. Feroce going home better and won the Australian Guineas by 3/4 of a length, and a big pose for the photo. Second, Savagli. Third in the race was Gold Rush Guru in a photo with Sepples, followed then by Plymouth. Next in the field, Stay Focused, Opening Address, Red Aces. Then came Point and Shoot, never really in it. Savour the Dream, Detroit City and Dola, Headline, Royal Insignia and Statuario.
A young trainer going places, wins his first Group 1, and it's not just any Group 1, it's the Australian Guineas with Feroce, a son of Super Seth, wins for Dominic Sutton. Well done, Dom, out to Australia. He's made Australia his own, given a gun ride from Billy Egan, and knocks off the fairy tale story of Savagli. The Derby winner, Gold Rush Guru, runs third. Sepples for Cliffy Brown runs fourth. A super story.
Oh, such a great story. I can't wait to hear you chat with Dom Sutton. I'm incredibly proud of him. He has done an amazing job in such a short time in his training career. It was heartbreak for him in the Caulfield Guineas, going down so narrowly to Chris Waller, who he worked for in the past, but today Feroce was presented in perfect order. A great ride from Billy Egan. It was so tough to see Savagli, who hit the front at just about 50 from home. But I'll tell you what, Feroce deserved that Group 1 victory, and he's been able to do it in beautiful style, Katie.
Yeah, that was awesome. And for Billy Egan, he's such a good jockey. He does so much work. He goes everywhere during the week, and he just puts in the hard yard. So I'm absolutely wrapped for him and his manager, Matt Alessi, who also puts in a lot of work behind the scenes.
Great to see such a young trainer making his mark in this industry. Let's catch up with Dom Sutton. He is now a Group 1 winning trainer.
Dom, you've done it, mate. Congratulations. Take a deep breath. You're a Group 1 winning trainer.
Oh, mate, I can't even think of a word to say right now. Crazy. I've got so many people to thank. Yeah, like especially my fiance Raquel. I couldn't do it without her. And my dad's flown over from the UK. Simon, our biggest owner, our biggest supporter, is over as well. He literally flew in this morning. And to the horse, look, we can't do it without the horse, and he's just an absolute warrior. We thought we had him right for the day. Everyone sort of probably wrote him off a little bit off his first up run, but Bill just came and said he's flying, mate. He just hated the soft ground, so yeah, I can't quite believe it, to be honest.
When did you arrive in Australia? Why Australia? And when you arrived here, I'm sure you were dreaming of this day.
Look, to be honest, no. I came here just to experience the industry. I was meant to be here for 3 months, and here we are 10 years later. I never had the initial plan to train. I just wanted to come and experience it, loved it. Yeah, obviously found a girl that made me stay, and yeah, here we are. Like, it's been a crazy journey, and I just couldn't do it without the people around me, so I've got a lot of people to thank.
And all those mentors that have helped you get to this sport?
Yeah, look, obviously my father, he's been massive and influential to everything. He's the one who got me interested in the game originally. My mum, I better give her a big shout out back home as well. And yeah, look, we just got a really good team around us, from our staff at home. We've now got the 2 locations. We've grown rapidly within 12 months from, this time last year we had 4 horses on the books to now having nearly 60. So things have really expanded, and you can't do it without the right team around you. So, I've got to thank them a lot.
What was that last 100 like, mate?
I was just hoping he'd really knuckle down and go past that leader. He's had a tendency of just getting his head up a little bit, but once Billy chained the 6 through and gave him a couple more reminders, he really let down and flew.
Group 1 winning trainer, Dominic Sutton. Well done.
Thanks, Jace. Thank you.
Mate.
Thank you.
And he deserves that Group 1 title next to his name. You could tell he just can't quite believe that he has now won his very first Group 1 and his very first stakes race as well. Craig McRae is in the ownership. He's with Richo.
Craig, congratulations. Gee, you've done a few things in life, but tell us what it's like to own a Group 1 winner.
Oh, that's amazing. What a feeling, huh? Oh, we're lucky enough John Kanga got us involved in this horse, and Justin Lepridge is watching it from the pub, I think, and Jesus, what a feeling.
Have you always been a horse racing guy?
Oh, yeah, followed it, but never been lucky enough to have a good one, so yeah, this is an experience.
Yeah, what was the last couple of 100 metres like?
Oh, I tell you what, when it sort of come out on the turn, I thought, oh God, we're in a good spot here.
Yeah.
And yeah, when it got past the clock tower here, I was pretty happy. Yeah.
You've experienced a few things in your sporting life. This is right there.
Yeah, I do love winning. This is pretty cool. Thanks,
well done, mate. Go and enjoy that.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Oh, he's an unbelievable coach, and now he's a Group 1 winning owner, but all honours with Dom Sutton. That is a thing that every trainer wants to achieve in their lifetime, and he has done it at a very young age. And then Billy Egan will hear from Winning Hoop with his rolled up sleeves a little bit later on after the perfect steer on board for Roche in the Group 1 Australian Guineas. There, your final divvies on your screen at the moment. The Group 1 action continues.
Billy, congratulations, mate. You've earned that drink of water, and you made a lot of people extremely happy. Take us through the race, mate.
Well, I won't be drinking water later. Look, the race really worked out really nice. We had the plan to press forward and be just behind those leaders, so we weren't too far away because he just hasn't got a huge sprint, but he can really hold a good gallop, and just sometimes things go your way, like we had the plan. Not often that you get it presented to you like that, but it just worked out a treat today.
And what a thrill for Dominic Sutton, mate. A young trainer going places.
Yeah, certainly. Be part of Dom's team. I see how hard he works, how he presents himself. His fiancée Rack and all the stable staff and track riders, they're a real team. And as I was just saying to Charlotte, to have so many horses in your first year of training and have Group 1 runners, there's a lot of pressure that comes with that, and he handles himself really well. So I'm just glad to be part of his team.
Describe the feeling of winning another Group 1. I mean, the first is something you never ever forget, but to do it here at Flemington.
Yeah, to ride a Group 1 winner at Flemington's really nice, especially my parents are here. The last time I came to the races, I got beat on Cherry Tony in this race, so I was almost going to tell him to piss off when he said he was coming today, but they're here. So I better thank my parents too, because my old man used to kick my ass so hard my nose would bleed. when I was a kid, and Mum, like, she stood there right beside me growing up. So big thanks to them, and to my grandparents, Margie and Marion Crowther. They'll be on the phone to each other right now. They probably won't even see this interview because they're on the phone, but I dedicate this one to them, so this is for them.
Yeah, hopefully the family will play it, mate. Well done.
No, thank you.
Good stuff.